Hi guys, my name is Morgan, also known as Bun Undone, and welcome to my channel. I have a somewhat different and really fun video to do today, and it is my favorite things, my favorite forms of self-care, especially right now in quarantine, that I am going to walk through. So I have kind of a random assortment of things that I'm going to show you, and some of these are things I've been using before, and some of these are things that I'm loving now, but I'm just really excited to show you these things that are just helping me a lot through this time. I know that every single day I've really felt different, and it's important that we do things that allow us to check in with ourselves and reflect on those feelings and release them. So most of the things that I have are kind of within that vein, like journaling and things like that, but there's also some fun little skincare things in here, and this is something I'm really passionate about, so it felt like it was time to make a video like this, so I hope you guys like it. And it's kind of in no particular order, but I will link everything below. Also, I share a lot of these on my Instagram, so I'll put my Instagram handle below. It's just @bunundone, and then @SelfCare Society is the ebook Instagram. I've been soaking up self-care even more during quarantine. I think it's extremely important that we take the time to give back to ourselves and check in with ourselves and evaluate how we're feeling, tune into that, connect with that, release it. And I'm doing a lot of those activities through my ebook that I launched called SelfCare Society. So I'm doing that with the community. I'm held accountable, and it's been giving me so much joy and purpose each day, even on the days that I'm not feeling my best. So I definitely am going to take time to chat about that today, but I also just want to show you some of my favorite things that I'm loving right now. So without further ado, I'm going to start walking through my favorite things, and I'm going to start first with Beverages, which is pretty random, but getting a Hydro Flask again has changed so much for me. I had one a couple years ago. I lost it. I think I've lost more than one, to be honest, which is really bad. But this color just called to me because it's periwinkle and it's beautiful, and that plus the straw in itself just makes me drink so much more water. Having this filled up a couple times a day gives you the amount of water you need each day, and I just know right now it's a little bit harder to drink a lot of water when we're not as on the go as usual, so this is holding me more accountable to drink a lot of water. Another thing that's become a really big quarantine hobby for myself and for Will especially, he's gonna like open up a juice shop one day, I'm telling you guys, is juicing. So we got these cute little shot glasses, and we have a juicer that we use called the Bluecer. It's a Breville juicer that also has a blender, so you can like whip things up a little bit more. But we've been making shots every day, and it's just been a fun little hobby to do. Cooking during quarantine is something that we're really enjoying, to mix things up, try new recipes. It really is a mindfulness activity. You just focus on what's in front of you and preparing that, and juicing is within that kind of realm of something that we've been loving. So here's this, and I think I'm gonna take it right now. Next, I'm going to go to kind of like a sleep category. So I've had this eye mask for I think a year now, and it's the brand Slip. They have a lot of other silk products. I know people are obsessed with them. I will say it is, I think, a little bit too big for my head, so it does fall off sometimes in the middle of the night, but on days like today when it's really nice out and you wake up to the sun, it definitely works. So huge fan of this. But also another similar brand called Blissy was kind enough to send me products like this scrunchie and then this pillowcase. So they're officially my silk obsession. The silk pillowcases, I love how they have a zipper so they don't fall off, because these are a little bit obviously smoother and can slip off the bed a little bit more easily. But this is heaven. Sleeping on a silk pillowcase, I wake up, my hair is normal, I don't have lines on my face like I normally do or used to. It feels cold. Will's loving it too, so 10 out of 10. Worth the investment to get a silk pillowcase, so really excited about that. Also, a couple other things I'm loving for the home. Amber candles. I've been obsessed with the scent amber for a long time. I actually have a Nest one as well, but it's almost empty, so I'm just showing you guys this one. Baltic Amber, I'm telling you, you will thank me for this. It is just the most calming scent ever. Another thing for the home that I haven't shown on here, but is part of this list, is Eucalyptus in the shower, which you can get for like maybe $2 or something like that at Trader Joe's, and it just makes your shower, even if it's not a fancy shower, like mine is not a fancy shower, into a spa-like steam shower. So I'm really loving showering with the eucalyptus in my shower. I actually have to get more. And then having fresh flowers in your environment is really amazing as well. So actually within SelfCare Society, one of the weeks is Environment Week. So it's all about just creating a positive, energetic space in your home and doing things like putting eucalyptus in your shower, lighting candles, dimming the lights, having fresh flowers are all parts of that. And now that we're living, breathing, working, playing in our spaces, it's important to make those feel like home in every way that you can. And little things like this don't have to cost a lot of money, but really do help bring that space to life. Another fun thing that I've been loving is, and I've been using now for a year, are these Work Your Light Oracle cards. So I have tarot card deck as well, which I do recommend, but these are a very like nice positive affirmation type of card each day. So on a day that you're feeling a little bit lost or you just want clarity, you close your eyes, you pull a card, and you get a message that you're intended to see. And they always give me positive encouragement, and their artwork is just, it's beautiful. I actually am waiting any day now, gonna have another version of this deck by this author that I'm really excited about. So I will link that below as well. I've also been really loving reading again. It's taken me a little bit to get back into it, but I just read The Other Misses and loved it. And I also just got Verity, which probably by the time this video goes up, it's gonna be done, because I've heard from everyone that it's just the best book ever, and it's been finished in like a day or 2 days or whatever. So I'm anticipating this one being a game changer. Okay, next we're going to move on to these just Amazon felt tip pens. I'm telling you guys, journaling with these, writing down in these just makes it so much more fun. Also, coloring, if you have an iPad, coloring in general, I don't have coloring books. I'm planning on getting some, but if you have an iPad, there's coloring apps on that too. I use one called Pigment. Coloring is like an amazing form of self-care right now. So that's really fun, but also just getting these super cheap markers on Amazon, really fun. Next, I am going to show you guys skincare. So a couple of things I've been using for a while and loving are different tools, like this ice roller that I've probably shown in every vlog ever. Oh my god, it's like the best ever. It just feels so good. I just got a new one, and I actually got, the new one came with this metal roller and the regular roller, so we now have almost basically 2 new rollers. So Will has one for himself as well. I'm telling you guys, this metal one costs a few dollars more, but it's still, I think, under $20. I think it's maybe $19. But otherwise it's $11, and it lasts a really long time as long as you take care of it and clean it, and it just feels so good. It really wakes you up in the morning. I'm telling you, I personally, I get asked this a lot. I'm gonna talk about jade rolling next. It works for different purposes in my mind. So ice roller wakes you up in the morning, helps just bring down the redness, the inflammation, the puffiness. Of course it's going to massage and help soothe the skin, but for longer lasting effects, a jade roller really makes a difference. So a jade roller helps with lymphatic drainage. So it's really gonna take that liquid and depuff. And the way that I do it is first going just across my forehead like this, and then you go up and you go to your ear and you like push it into there. And when you push it into there, you should feel your mouth start to water. It's really weird. Raphael taught me this. And then you keep going up and doing the same thing. And then when you get to your eye, you use the small side and you go to your, like kind of the top of your ear, almost where your temple is. And you go up and do that a few times. And then the final thing is you take from the top and you go all the way down where you touch that same spot of your ear and through your neck. And that's when you really feel it drain. And you do that on both sides, and I'm telling you guys, you will feel a major difference. Gua Sha tool kind of works the same way. I'm not as good at teaching you how to do this. This is something I'm working on myself, but similar type of vibe to the jade roller, but is a little bit more of an edge. So it just gets, I think, a little bit deeper in there. And I'm probably not doing a very good job of explaining it, but it feels really good and it really sculpts you. So really loving this as well, and going to get better at using it so I can show you guys more of that. Other forms of skincare that I'm loving are skincare products, of course. So Dry brush is something that, once again, for lymphatic drainage and feels really good. Of course, it exfoliates your skin. It actually smooths out your skin too, so it's great for reduction of cellulite. I love doing it on my tush, but you go towards your heart and it just eliminates toxins and flushes out those toxins because it brings circulation to your body. So it feels really, really good. I highly recommend reading up more on it, doing it. Trust me, you're gonna love it. It just feels, it's like kind of a unique feeling that might be uncomfortable at first, but I think it feels really good, and I love doing it before I shower, and then getting rid of the extra dead skin cells is great, especially if you're about to like self-tan or something, which I will show next. So 2 self-tanner brands that I use are Saint Tropez and Loving Tan. Saint Tropez is the one I've been using since college. Loving Tan is the one that I just got into. This is actually empty and I'm waiting on my new one. I love it. I do like Saint Tropez, but I think I might be partial to Loving Tan right now, to be honest. This was actually the 2-hour mousse and I would sleep in it and it was fine. But I think that it's just maybe a little bit more pigmented. The shade is a little bit different than Saint Tropez. It's a little bit more bronze and this is a little bit more like green, I almost want to say. Kind of hard to explain, but they're both super natural and work really well. And then for the face I love to use this Tan Luxe, and it was open so I could have just spilled it everywhere. Tan Luxe product is the most amazing money I've spent, to be honest. I think that the only reason I went through it so fast the first time is because I accidentally spilled some of it, but it should last you a really long time. Basically what I do is, probably not every night, but like 5 days of the week after my shower, the last step of my skincare routine, I will put drops on my face, put my lotion in my hands and rub it in. And I go a little bit to my neck, but not like all the way down here. So this is what I use for the face. I do not use these on the face unless it's like the excess of what's on there. But I'm telling you, it just looks so natural. Like it gives you a reason to not sunbathe, because it's obviously not good for us to get too much sun for aging purposes and a bunch of other health reasons. This gives you that glow that you want without any of that, and it doesn't feel sticky. It dissolves really nicely and it gives you a glow, not just a tan. So I'm really loving that. They also have body drops, which I have not tried. These are the only 2 brands for body I've tried, with the exception of one by Kalia, but these are definitely my favorites of the moment. Other relevant, because of the conversation, sunscreen. This Tula sunscreen, I've talked about it a lot. It's called Protect and Glow. It has the prettiest sheen to it, and it's really light. It's not sticky. It does smell a little bit like summer, but not in like the intoxicating sunscreen type of way. It just feels very natural, because it is. But I've been putting it as a bottom layer for my makeup, as well as just wearing it on its own. Plus, it protects against blue light damage, so even if it's not that sunny of a day, or even if it's a sunny day but you're spending most of it inside on your phone or on your computer working, like we pretty much all are right now, you will love this because it protects against both of those things. So it's great to wear any day, no matter what the weather, no matter if you're inside, outside, and it just works really well. So this is honestly one of my favorite products right now, and I'm really happy that I have a code, so I'll put that in the bio as well. This video is not sponsored though. These are literally all just my favorite things. Okay, then another Tula product is this makeup melt. So it's a makeup melt balm. So I've been using this for makeup, where you literally just put it directly on your face and it melts off, and somehow it does not create a mess. It's really convenient stick, going to be great for travel, but it works amazingly well in a way that honestly I was very surprised. I've used balms before, but I like how this one's in a stick, and it really is like a mess-free solution to taking your makeup off. I've been trying to use wipes less and less, just because they're a little bit harsh on your skin and like pull at your skin, similar benefits of using this to using the silk pillowcase is how I'll put it. Another brand that I'm loving, let me move everything away. Another brand that I'm loving is a brand called Lark. And Lark, actually, they have an eye roller too. So similar to how the ice roller wakes you up, I've actually been putting this in the fridge as well, so it's a little bit cold, but it's a green coffee and avocado awakening eye roller. So it's like what looks like almost like a perfume roller, but it's just an oil. and it wakes up your eyes really nicely. And I think just because your eyes are so dry, especially after sleeping, it just feels really, really good. It's very gentle. All of their products are super gentle and natural. I'm obsessed with the CoQ10 and sea buckthorn oil, as well as Age-Defy oil. And they have a rosehip and citrus oil that sounds amazing too. And then aloe and willow bark vitamin C serum. So I've been using these as part of my skincare routine for the last couple of weeks now too. And I'm honestly, it's those little brands that know what they're doing, that you know you can trust. And Lark is one of them. Final kind of thing is nail polish. So I actually made, it's not on very well anymore, but I actually made this color of mine by Orly. They have something called Orly Color Labs, and you could pick out your own color. So this is the color from my logo that is now on my nails, which is really cool. But what I've noticed about it is that obviously nails don't stay on the same when you don't get them done at a salon. So I figured I would try top coat that wasn't just like the basic top coat I had before. Before I had one, I think that was like meant to be a quick dry. This is called Gel Setter. It's a gel-like top coat by Essie, and honestly it's made a really big difference. I know I just said how they're chipped, but they look so much better like 5 days a week in compared to the other kinds I've used. So if you're looking for an at-home nail solution, this is it. Okay, final thing are a couple of things of clothing that I've been wearing a ton of. So these joggers, I actually got them in a medium. They didn't have a small, and I was like, I just need them. So they're a little bit looser than your average joggers, but they are so comfy. They're by the brand Zella. So I can show you guys. But they just have these pockets that are really, really cute, and they tuck at the bottom. And I'm wearing it like dressed up. This is literally business on the top, party on the bottom, but more like party on the top, lazy on the bottom. This is literally like how dressing for Zoom meetings should be, you know, like you look good on the top, and then the bottom you're in your comfiest pants. And for me, these are mine. So, you know, effort on the top, looking kind of cute, and then just your comfiest bottoms. And these are literally the comfiest sweatpants I own, and I've gotten a few pairs of sweatpants during quarantine. These are my favorite. I actually couldn't find them to wear them, and I was really upset. But I found them to wear them for this, and I'm wearing them. So you will live in them if you get them, and like don't even worry about the size, because I think they're comfortable and cute no matter what. Obviously tie-dye sweats are having a moment right now too. To be honest, I haven't gotten that many of them. I have that Target set that I've worn, but these are like, they go with everything, and they're gonna be pretty timeless, I think. Other pair of pants, these are actually a new pair of them that I'm obsessed with, are the Kalia Journey woven pants. So this is just another really comfy, cute athleisure kind of meets dressier option pant. So these just look really nice and put together, even though they're really comfy and functional. So I wanted to share those again. And then of course they have these cute little like rose gold details like Kalia always does. And I believe that they have been on sale a lot this time of year for like Mother's Day and stuff like that. So keep an eye out for them. They come in a bunch of colors, and they're just really flattering too. Trust me, like Will loves when I wear them. So they're great for like your mom, your sister, everyone's gonna love them. So I highly recommend those. I just realized I almost forgot something really special to me. My slippers. I have been wearing these so much. Like having slippers at home is so essential right now in this situation, especially just because we need some comfort on our feet. We don't always want to be barefoot. These are amazing. They're from Free People. I got them in the holidays, so unfortunately they are sold out, but if you just type in fuzzy slippers on Amazon, on Target, you're gonna find ones like this. Game changer. And they're just so cute. I get complimented on them in the elevator of my building all the time. So I highly encourage everyone treat themselves to a pair of slippers, and you really can find some for pretty cheap too. And then the last thing on here is of course SelfCare Society. So I've talked about this book before in my previous video where I was kind of just showing a day in the life doing SelfCare Society. But I can honestly say since that video, so much has changed. I've been having these virtual workshops every single week, having virtual check-ins every Sunday, and the progress and just self-love everyone is feeling, like they don't even have to tell me. They have, but they don't even have to tell me. It just comes through. So it's really amazing how just taking the time and the intention each day to take care of yourself, even if it's just that little bit of time, has given that self-love back to themselves, where they feel like they're better, they're more clear, they're making great decisions, they're taking care of themselves, but also better able to take care of others, and just overall happy. And last Sunday's virtual check-in, everyone was buzzing. Like, my energy was buzzing after just hearing how everyone's been doing, and the honesty and the openness and the vulnerability and the willingness to connect with each other. Like, the community aspect has been so special to me. So highly recommend. We'll be doing another round of SelfCare Society, so no worries if you wanted to do it with the community, but this is something you could do any single time you want on your own. And I'll just give you an example. So a couple weeks ago, this was the week, and each day you just really say how you feel, you check in, you're honest with yourself. You might look up some quotes or just have a mantra in your head as something to go back to throughout the day to guide you and remind you. And then you just write down what self-care you did. And it's okay if this is one thing on here. It's okay if it's not something that I give an example of, because I give examples in the book. It's really meant to show you how self-care comes in so many forms, and anything that you're doing that's making you feel good, you should write it down. So that's how I've been journaling every single day, and it's given me the best start to my day, the best end to my day. It's really something you can do whenever you want. But I've been waking up in the morning, having a slow morning, working out more midday, and just in the morning taking the time to unwind, wake up, and journal. And I can't recommend it enough. So this was kind of a very random hodgepodge of a favorite things video, but I hope you guys liked it. And if you did, be sure to subscribe and like with a thumbs up. And I hope I will see you again soon. I just wanted to show you guys something a little bit different today, because obviously a lot of the content right now is people at home and showing what to do, and I just wanted to show you these things that I'm doing at home to help myself feel my best. Another thing that I've been doing is going on walks outside with my mask on in fresh air as much as I can. There's so many flowers outside, so I encourage you all to soak up some nature and just be kind to yourselves right now. Give back that love to yourself in whatever way that you can, and I'm here for you. And I'm just gonna put a little clip here from my walk this morning with Will. All the tulips are planted downtown. It is just magnificent, and I want you guys to see it, get a little taste of something that's been making me happy.